Hello YouTube and welcome to my fourth episode review of Aliens of London. Well, this is the review series that's been successfully being continued on this channel, and I'm really pleased with it so far. It's had a good set of reviews, which well, not that great, but I suppose it's okay. It'll probably do. Because that was the amount I was expecting for it. But I mean, I didn't really know what I was going to expect for these reviews. But so yeah, this review is of Aliens of London, and it stars Christopher Eccleston as the Ninth Doctor and Bilie Piper, who plays Rose Tyler. And of course, as usual, you've got the plot, blah blah blah, and it's a written plot that I wrote, and I'll just go on to reading it for you. Rose returns back home and realises she has been gone for a whole year. But for her, it's only just been a couple of days. Before she explains her absence, an alien spaceship crashes into Big Ben. Worse still, the Prime Minister has mysteriously disappeared. The Doctor investigations puts him in the spotlight with the government. As the long history of defending Earth catches up with him, but there are sinister events happening at 10 Downing Street, and young journalist Harriet Jones quests to find out answers, which brings her to a brave new world. Rose, meanwhile, finds trouble closer to home, as her past mistakes threatens to tear her family apart. So yeah, that's my written plot. I had a bit of help with it, but yeah, I mean, that's practically what I've just written down. Well, not just written, because originally I had filmed this, but I realised that actually some of the points I made on it were meant to be in the World War III review. But well, forget about that, which means it's good because I can now cut down on my good points. Not that I want more bad points, it's just, I don't want to make the video way too long, because I've noticed some of the videos that I've done of these reviews are like 10 to 12 minutes long, and it's gotten to 2 minutes or 40 seconds now. So yeah, let's, as usual, start with the good points. The alien spaceship that the Space Pig has been put in, I think looks really quite good. The one that crashes into Big Ben, I think that's a really well put together design there. Secondly, I like the Slovene in this episode. They look really good. Because in the Sarah Jane Adventures, well, this is part of a bad point. In the Sarah Jane Adventures, they look absolutely shit. Just, quite frankly, terrible. I just don't like them in the Sarah Jane Adventures, but in here they are amazing. Special effects, very good as usual for the new series. I'm not slagging off the new series because I'm not slagging off the classic series because I love the classic series. But I'm just saying how the special effects are very good in this. Also, the crash moment when Big Ben, when the spaceship crashes into Big Ben, I think is quite an iconic moment for Series 1. Spaceship crashing into Big Ben, that's quite a big thing. And also the script, as is on top form as usual. I've forgotten who wrote this episode, I'm sorry, because probably won't give too much in-depth detail about all the camera angles and all that. Also, I like the cliffhanger for this episode. It's quite emotional, quite dark, but I think it's a good cliffhanger. I quite like it. It's quite interesting, because you want to know what happens next, and yeah, it's a good cliffhanger. And I think the realization, well, this is another good point. The realization of the episode was quite good, because first contact, people are gonna sort of start celebrating, because you actually see some people celebrate in their flats on one of the shots in this episode, which I thought was quite interesting. And let's see if I've got any other good points. And yeah, my final good point is the the news reports that I think are really good. I think they're like sort of towards the end of the episode or halfway. I think because they had that American girl, or woman, and they had Andrew. Is Andrew something? I can't remember his second name, but he's done like a book about like history of England and all that. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I thought they were really well put together, those news reports. And now, of course, we move on to the bad points, which I have 3. The first one I already said, talking about the fact that the Slitheen looked quite crap in the Sarah Jane Adventures, and but it looks really good here. Also, the second one is there's an occasional drag. I've talked about this for a lot of the new series episodes. They do tend to drag just at the beginning, but you know we can cope with that, and we get used to it. And the Slitheen aren't really well used in this episode. I mean, obviously it's a build up to the next episode, but I wish they could have had a few more shots with the Slitheen to make the build up for the next episode even bigger. But so yeah, that's practically only 3 bad points there. So best performance now, I give to Christopher Eccleston. Yeah, I think Christopher Eccleston did a good job in this episode. He really gave in a cliffhanger. He threw that off, I think, very good. And personal rating, I would give a 7 out of 10. So that's pretty much my review of Aliens of London. It's now 6 minutes and 50 seconds, so the shortest review yet. So I hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below, tell me what you think about this episode, and I hope you guys do a review of it one day so I can check that out, see what you guys thought of it. And of course my next episode review will be of the World War III, which is the continuation from this episode. So thank you guys for watching, and press the like bar and comment down below, and I shall see you soon. Bye for now.